Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, I'm going to highlight 5 projects that have the potential to 15x. They might not all 15x in the next 30 days, but they have that potential. And I'm going to sort of talk through these 5 projects and why I think they've got this potential. So if you enjoy this sort of content, then mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And do comment below and let me know what project you think can 15x in the next 30 days. Really interested to get your views and opinions. Right, let's get down to the desktop and have a look at the 5 projects I'm calling out. Okay, so the first one that I want to call out is one that I highlighted back in September. Now, I think it was just over $1 when I first highlighted it, so it's already done phenomenal growth at $8.38. So if you watched that video and you're one of those members and you got in, you've got to be licking your lips and you've got to be happy. But I do think this one has, even more potential to do amazing things. And we've seen a high of over $11 and the market cap is still tiny for this project. So I expect the potential is really there. And I think this one could do so well. So do let me know what you think about DeFi Kingdoms. I mean, this one, this is a Play wallet, right, for this laptop. But let me just go back. I've gone to the wrong thing. I'll go to the bank here. We go to the teller. So I think I put in about 26.1 Harmony when it was about 17 cent a token, right? So now you have 5.54 Joule tokens, right, in the bank. So that's pretty immense. That's a massive growth when you kind of figure that I put about $4 in this play account, right? Now if I claim, let's try claiming first. Error. Right, okay. Maybe I haven't got enough one in this play wallet to withdraw it. Let's have a look. Max, withdraw. See if it'll let me. Okay, it would let me. And then claim. It's going to let me claim it now. Super. So, look, ultimately, I think I got 5.54 from keeping it in the bank here, right? And it's at what, $8 38 at the moment, and I think this is going to grow immensely. Obviously this is just a play wallet here that I've got on this one, on this particular laptop, which is just really for showing you guys how it all works. But it's an interesting one. I expect this game to grow. Obviously they were in Miami for the convention recently, so I think this one's going to become more and more popular. I can see this price just going up and up and up. But do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on DeFi Kingdoms. I think this one is interesting and it's going to do really well and is on the Harmony One ecosystem. Right, moving on. So Voyager token, $4.50, down 3.6%. Again, I think this one's going to do really well. We had highs, above $7, so I think there's still lots of play in this one. But maybe a 2, possibly 3x from here for this particular one in the next 30 days. If we start to see those blow off tops that we were talking about. Now let's sort of get behind some of the reasoning. Obviously I'm big on staking and making your money work hard for you. You can earn up to 12% rewards. They have over 60 digital assets. It's commission free. And it's made simple, so really easy to download the app and see how it works. They've got a debit card that's coming where you can earn up to 9% rewards on your spends. You know how big I am on that sort of stuff because we talk about crypto.com and their reward card an awful lot. Obviously this one isn't live just yet, but you can sort of put your name forward for early adoption of that card, right, as it goes live in time. So yeah, interesting to see how that progresses. Build your wealth. You can earn up to 12% annual rewards. Beating the banker, and you do that on 30 assets, no lockups, no limits. So I really like all that aspect of things. So yeah, it's pretty much that, right? It's a fantastic way to hold and store your crypto on their platform and earn in the process. So really like that aspect of things. Think that's going to be something that sort of pulls a lot of people in, particularly with the debit card. We're seeing this more and more, and yeah, I expect adoption for this particular project. Moving on, Polyswarm. So hopefully we will have the team on the channel shortly. Really like this particular project, doing stuff around security, malware, spyware, all that sort of stuff. Their mainnet should be going live shortly, and it's at 0.01211, down 0.79%. We see the big dip here. None of this concerns me. It's a solid project with a solid team and solid tech. So detect and respond to new and emerging malware faster. Again, I think if we can get more access to this particular token for individuals, and more advertising and all that sort of stuff, I expect this one to do really, really well. And it doesn't take a lot of money to move the market, and that is why I feel that Polyswarm is poised to do really well in this market. Small market cap, and again, I think this one is something, a project and a use case that is massively needed in this space. So do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on this particular project. Moving on, Cardano, massively undervalued. Lots of FUD out there, lots of people talking absolute bob. They don't know what they're talking about, with phrases like ADA's dead, Ghost Chain, and all this sort of stuff. There's lots of projects building on Cardano, and we're getting closer and closer. And it's going to be really, really interesting. You've got governance tools in place and all sorts of different things. Rank number 6. Yeah, it's just massively undervalued, and we've seen this massive move up. If you go back hit, right, it was 1, 2, 3 moves up, in a very short space of time back in 2017. So the 22nd of November to, well, the end of the year, right? So the 3rd of the 1st 2018, right? So ADA went from almost 3 cents to over $1 in like about a month, right? So anyone that thinks that it can't do that again, so we've had 1, we've pulled back, we've had 2, now I expect the 3rd, and I think the 3rd is going to be massive. So for those of you that don't know, you must be living in a box under a rock, unaware of anything that's going on in the world. But Cardano is a blockchain platform for change makers, innovators, and visionaries, with the tools and technology required to create possibility for the many as well as the few, and bring about a positive global change. And basically, this is a platform a bit like Ethereum, a bit like Polkadot, and Solana, and all of those other ecosystems where you can build dApps on the ecosystem, right? So we're going to start to see some massive adoption for Cardano. I think we're already starting to see that. We're starting to see more transaction volumes, and it's silently in the background doing its work. And there is a certain agenda around at the moment, or a narrative that is kind of against Cardano in a way, and we're not part of that. We believe that this project is amazing and is going to do amazingly well, and the people that are holding Cardano and building up a big position are going to be the ones that have the last laugh. And these things, they take a long time to sort of get in place, right? And everything's been planned methodically by the team, and everything's in place now. Like we're almost there, and I think we're going to start to see this one really make some moves. 15x I think is going to be a real challenge, but you know, anywhere between sort of, you know, 3 to 5x I think is really possible for this particular project. But time will tell, and I'm really interested to get your views and opinions. But if you're going to be negative about it and say that, you know, there's nothing building on Cardano, back it up with some evidence. You know, if you can't do that, which you won't be able to if you're going to say something silly like that, then don't bother leaving a comment. Anyway, moving on to the fifth and the final project that I think is going to do really well, and that is Avalanche. So $112.57, down 3.16%. There is an awful lot of projects building on Avalanche, and the tech that sits behind this project is amazing. The team is amazing, and this is a project that Nick and myself have been talking about for a long time now, ranked 12, which is just remarkable. I think we were talking about this project at like $10, $11, $12, and you know, I think Nick put a prediction out of $225. We're not there yet, so we've got a minimum 2x in this particular project, but you know, I think we could see another 5x. So really interesting to see what your thoughts and opinions are. Obviously low cost and eco-friendly, similar to Cardano in the respect that you can build dApps on this protocol. And yeah, it's a fantastic project, right? And I think today, you know, on this video, we've called out some really remarkable projects, you know, that are going to do really well. DeFi Kingdoms going to do really well. Voyager going to do really well. Polyswarm going to do very well. Cardano and Avalanche. There are many more. I could have called out VeChain. I could have called out Harmony. I could have called out Multivac and many other projects. But for me, I wanted to kind of, you know, just sort of talk about some of these projects that we don't talk that much about. DeFi Kingdoms got so much room to grow, needs very little money in order to make a 15x on its current position, right? Voyager, again, another fantastic project. Again, doesn't need too much money to move the market, and we expect big things. Polyswarm, again, doing fantastic things, big announcements to come. Hopefully we're doing an interview with the team shortly. We're just waiting on confirmation of a date and time. And then Cardano, massively undervalued, lots of FUD out there, bringing the price down, obviously alongside the Bitcoin pullback. And you know, for me, yeah, it is FUD and it's gonna do really well. And then you talk about Avalanche, you know, the tech that sat behind it. Go read the white paper, it's immense. Obviously, none of this is financial advice, but I do think these projects are immense and are going to do really well. They might not 15x in the next 30 days, but it's possible, right? We've just gone through and, you know, articulated, you know, the fact that Cardano moved in 2017 from 3 cents, less than 3 cents, all the way up to above $1 in a month, pretty much, give or take a few days. So we could see that again with these projects. So, you know, it's one of those, but do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are. Really interested. And if you enjoyed this video, mash up that like button, subscribe, tap that bell, select all the notifications so you never miss a video. With that said, done and out of the way, I will catch you in the next one. Take care.